Welcome to Stereo 3D Productions. Folks, it's time to get back into Bioshock Infinite using VorpX. Except today, we're going to be doing something really different. This is something I haven't done on the channel in a little over 2 years now. We're going to be using a new VR headset, one that I have very little experience with. This is the PiMax 8K. This has been loaned to me over the weekend, so I'm going to do as much as possible with it over the short span of time. And even though I don't have that much experience with the headset, I do already have a lot to say about it, pros and cons, and I'm going to try to just cite as many of them as possible over the course of this Let's Play. Yes, I do plan on doing more of a review video on this thing. It's going to be more along the lines of a first impressions, really, because I won't have it long enough to develop a detailed review. But I have stuff to say about it, and I just want to see it get organized over time. So this Let's Play part is actually going to be an exercise in just trying to organize my thoughts. So let's head right in. Why, hello there, Elizabeth. And hello there, Bioshock Infinite. Holy shit, you are looking awfully good.
Perfect timing.
And are being awfully violent today. But you're looking particularly good in this headset. Ah, damn, I'm gonna have a lot to say during this episode. A lot of tech talk. First, I want to say almost everything I can about this headset. Just get it out of my head and into words. I got some pros, I got some cons. I'm gonna try to go over everything. But before I even get there, I gotta mention something about VorpX. Now, before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and head on to the other wing of this Zeppelin. Because these guys are really fucking annoying and I can't hear myself think. Bye! Bye, you fuckers. It is looking amazing in here. Alright, what was I gonna say about VorpX? Well, you may or may not have followed this entire Let's Play series so far. I've used the Oculus Rift, I've used the HTC Vive, and now I'm, for the first time, using the PiMax. But I've always said that Bioshock Infinite is a showcase experience for VorpX. It's one of the first things you should try. If you own this game, you just bought VorpX, it's one of the first things you should play, because it works really well. However, there has been one lingering issue that it's not a deal breaker, but it's really gone and ground my gears through the Let's Play series. And that would be the FOV snap issue, or the zoom issue. So, for most of the time, VorpX will automatically handle this game's field of view, head tracking, and positional tracking. However, there was one issue. There are areas in the game, either scenic areas or walls, or places where you get a view, you get near a railing, and suddenly your field of view starts zooming in. Basically, you start losing field of view for some reason. And this doesn't go away until you flick your mouse to the left or the right to stop staring in that direction. It's really on and off, and while there are very distinct areas where this can happen, it can happen pretty much anywhere. Now, this field of view issue also has another variation. If you've ever played this game on the desktop, you may have noticed when you run from one area to another, there's no load screen, but you're going to get a bit of micro stutter. Your frame rate's going to dip a little bit as you enter the next area. It appears to have an issue loading between areas. So this field of view issue would manifest itself during that micro stutter. So you'd find yourself running from one area to the other, and as you passed a small hallway, bam, your FOV would start zooming in and out and in and out. Now, it wasn't very slow, it was actually only a fraction of a second, but when it would happen often, say you'd have to run back and forth between two areas, it would get really annoying. And I proposed at some point, around part 9, I proposed to Ralph from VorpX to address this by simply letting us set the field of view in the game. See, this is one of these games that has a field of view slider that goes far enough for the game to work with VorpX. You don't have to open any INI file. All you gotta do is jam this slider to the max and you already have a very correct field of view for VorpX. And when I noticed that, I reported to Ralph. I said, why are you doing the field of view DirectVR injection, which seems to be having problems right now, instead of just using the game's field of view? My theory back then was that if he did that, the head tracking would no longer be DirectVR. But it turns out that that theory was wrong. He was able to do that, and that is exactly what he did in the most recent update. So, if I said that Bioshock Infinite was a showcase experience for VorpX before, it is now more than ever the perfect VorpX experience, as the biggest lingering issue is now gone. So when you start this game first with VorpX, just go in the graphics settings, jam the field of view to the max, and that's it. Then you go in this menu here, and you run your DirectVR scan, which will take care of the rotation and the position. And then you will never have field of view snapping ever again. So this is a huge plus. I'm excited about recording this part, but also it turns out that I'm wearing a new headset, and I will try to talk about the headset while I'm playing, but there are a few things I want to get out of the way. So I am doing a VorpX playthrough first with this headset. This is the first functional use of the headset I do. This is not a test. I'm actually sitting down to play Bioshock Infinite. There's a reason why I picked something that doesn't require positional tracking. See, I've tried to configure this very headset on 3 different computers so far, 2 Windows 10 machines with GTX 1080s, and 1 Windows 7 machine, my own, with also a GTX 1080. In all cases, for those of you who don't know, this headset uses the Vive lighthouses, the Vive trackers. And it is doing a really, really poor job of it, to the point where I would say 2 times out of 3 I am not even able to get either lighthouse tracking the headset. It has been an absolute nightmare. Positional tracking with this headset. I've read forums, I've seen people reporting the same issue. I do think that it comes down to PiMax's implementation, their third-party implementation of using those lighthouses being god-awful. I cannot, for the life of me, get this thing positional tracking properly. So that's the first thing, and I know it's a negative, but I need to say it. God damn it, PiMax, do something, because I am unable. And this is the 8K at work, which, by the way, it's my employer who lent me this headset. Thank you very much. This is really cool. We also have a 5K Plus, and I'm having the exact same problems. They also use the Vive lighthouses to track position, and I'm having the exact same problem. And when you get the goddamn thing working, should you restart anything, software or computer, doesn't matter. If you close the PiTool app and you restart it, it's back from scratch. There is great odds it will not work anymore. So the positional tracking has been an absolute nightmare, and I thought I would arrive here and have it a lot easier because it's a new setup, right? This computer's never used the PiMax. Nope. Exact same problems I've been seeing at work. So I don't know what the fuck is going on with this positional tracking, but it pisses me off. Now I'm going to briefly describe what I'm doing with this headset, how I have it configured. First off, in the PiTool, I have the resolution quality at 0.5. I have the refresh rate at 72 Hz. I have the field of view on smallest setting. And I also have enabled the parallel projection option. I should probably throw in a screenshot of that for those of you who are wondering why they're getting cross-eyed fuckness when they load anything in VorpX through this headset. There's an option that you absolutely must check, otherwise you will get cross-eyed fuckness. And that's about it. In my SteamVR, I've enabled super sampling and I've set it to 34%. That's right. Now I'm going to do a bit of explaining on how it looks in here. Because you've heard those settings, you're probably thinking, oh, well, it's gonna look like shit. No. This looks really good. And I also gotta mention that I am running the game only at 1080p. Exact same resolution that I was running in the HTC Vive. And it is looking about 3 to 4 times better. The detail, the aliasing, all that shit is just at its best. The aliasing is at an all-time low because the pixelation caused by the display is almost absent. So the only pixelation I got left is from the graphics themselves, and there isn't that much pixelation in Bioshock Infinite. The resolution is way sufficient. So I thought 1080p, the game at 1080p was going to look like crap because this is a pair of 4K displays I got on my face right now. They're basically 2 tiny 4K displays. And no, this is looking absolutely gorgeous. A lot more than I thought it would be. Now, why am I, first off, super sampling at 34%? Why is this still looking good with the PiMax resolution setting at 0.5? Well, it all comes down to the resolution I have for the game itself. See, if you want to do super sampling with VorpX, you run the game at a higher resolution, and I've tried that and it didn't run really well, so I figured I'd go back to 1080p, and it was like, golly gee, this looks fucking great. So that's what I did. I just stepped back to 1080p, and this is looking abso-fucking-lutely amazing. Why is the SteamVR super sampling at 34%? Well, because PiMax are crazy. 100% is like twice the display's resolution. I don't know why anyone would do that. But right now, I've actually got it somewhere around 75% of the display's resolution, which for some reason amounts to 30% in the SteamVR super sampling. So I don't know how the math is done here, but anything higher would not have gotten me better detail in the headset. It would just have caused my GPU to chug and shit bricks. So I did a few tests, and it really, if I brought up the super sampling, it just didn't look any different, and I was just taxing my system for no reason. So this is really the best looking setup I've got so far, the best running setup, which is really important. And I gotta say, I mean, I've trashed the positional tracking, but now I gotta give credit to the detail in this VR headset. It is exactly as I thought it would be. 4K is that margin VR needs to reach, that threshold VR needs to reach to start looking 100% legitimate. I've always defended the amount of SDE in other headsets. I don't think it's that much of a big deal, but when you start using a 4K display is where you start seeing things for real. It's starting to get very legitimate. Now you're gonna wonder, why is my field of view on low? A lot of people know that the field of view in the PiMax is enormous. You can get a field of view that reaches almost your ears. It's insane. However, I got a huge complaint about that. I would say the last 15 degrees on the outer edges of your field of view are virtually worthless. I'm not too sure why PiMax even went there. Maybe because they were insisting on using 216:9 screens, which is pretty much what they're doing. They're like, well, we're gonna use the edges of the damn screen, are we? So the problem with that is they're trying to unwarp the warped VR from those screens to a very wide angle, and I gotta say the lenses do a very poor job of the outer edges to the point where it's so distorted that it doesn't immerse you more, it actually distracts you from your immersion. It is not good. It does not do the headset a favor. So if, like, right now I'm running at 1080p and I'm getting better performance, just as much immersion, less distraction from those edges on the field of view, and it's basically using about 75% of each screen, which further goes to explain why I don't need to crank up super sampling like a nut bar. But I gotta say, you're better off setting this headset's field of view on small or normal, but not large. I really was turned off by the large field of view. In fact, I think that if developers out there are making new headsets, manufacturers and developers, do keep that in mind. If you're gonna give us a really wide field of view, make sure it's nice and smooth all the way to the edges. This was not. It curves. There's like a pinch on the field of view at the edges, and it does not look good and is very distracting. You might notice I'm finally progressing. Oh crap, I just remembered what is about to happen. As I attempted this at the end of last part. Aw, shit. Well, Elizabeth, it looks like we done fucked up. Actually, we haven't fucked up. VorpX kinda did. Kinda. See, the latest VorpX profile, in addition to the field of view improvement, the profile will also make the game launch at 1080p in a window. Which should be fine if your desktop is at 1080p. Remember back in the day at the beginning of the series, I had an issue where I tried to run the game in windowed mode at 1600 by 1200 and my mouse pointer would constantly fly out of the goddamn window and go click something else on my desktop, causing the pause menu to come up in Bioshock Infinite. I resolved this issue by running the game in full screen windowed mode. And I ran today and noticed that VorpX was starting the game in 1080p windowed. I tested it for half an hour and everything went fine, but that is because my desktop was also at 1080p. Right now I'm using DSR to have my desktop at 1440p for VR capture purposes. I want a bit more detail in my VR capture. And because of this, the game was basically a 1080p window floating in the middle of my desktop. And guess what happened just like a few minutes ago? That's right, the pointer flew out of the fucking window, went to click something, and my fucking pause menu opened up in the game. Something I hadn't seen happen in quite a while. So I went ahead and I did the usual jazz, which is turn off change game resolution under DirectVR settings. Then I went to my graphics settings and set the game on windowed full screen. The downside here is that my desktop is at 1440p, therefore my game is running at 1440p. There's a little upside, there's a bit more detail in the image. There's also a big downside, it performs slightly less, so the frame rate has dropped a little bit. Still looking pretty good though, and I will admit I do see the difference. The 1440p render is really obvious in this headset, because this headset's screens could take even more than 1440p. So here's what I'm gonna do. I hope that doesn't mean I've been spotted, but I'm gonna try to take everything I can before I engage this combat. So I had to cut in the middle of the combat. You're probably like, no, what the fuck, you just got started. Yeah, I was thinking exactly the same thing. What the fuck, I just got started. But now we should be fine. I will not lose my mouse focus. And I'll probably be able to do this. Gotta be mentally ready for this shit. Let's try to blindside this guy again. Okay, good. Nice. Okay, very good. Try to kill as many of them as possible. Alright. Handyman! Nice. Beauty, beauty. That's exactly what I wanted to do.
That one! Now!
Done!
Elizabeth!
Oh, fuck. For fuck's sake. Hi, Elizabeth. I know that there's medkits somewhere, just don't want to use them right away. Oh, Christ. I will have to, at some point, use them. Oh, what the hell happened there?
Take this for the bleeding.
Yes, please.
Here.
Thank you, I'll be invincible for a few seconds. Come on, reload the damn fucking gun.
Try to keep you stocked.
Not anymore, bitch. I do believe these are med kits. Fuck. Oh god, that looked ridiculous. I hate it when you flick the mouse wheel and it actually changes weapons twice. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Open it.
Sure thing.
Stop fucking changing gun on me, bitch. Where are you? Out of ammo, holy shit, I'm so fucked.
Go ahead.
Done.
Now.
All right.
I need to pick up one of these fucking guns that I hate so much. Nice. 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 Fucking got him. I wonder if there's anything left here. No way. Alright. I don't need a med kit right now. Oh, it's because my health was fucking full. I couldn't pick up the... I was wondering what the fuck was going on with those. Alright. Let's try to kill some fuckers with this. Nice. That didn't kill him? These are fucking rockets. No, you won't. Right in the face. Holy fuck. What surprises me here is how quickly this gun actually killed the handyman. Maybe I'm doing myself a disfavor by not picking them up sometimes. There we go. There's somebody else there. Thank you for locating this person for me. That is not what I wanted to do, but I look pretty stylish anyways. Nice. He's dead. There's another one. Somewhere there. Yep. Right there. Nice. Are you gonna die?
I haven't found anything.
Okay, now they're firing back at me with it. This is atrocious. If I'm gonna have a shitty gun, I'm gonna take this shitty gun. Come on, come on, come on. Come at me, bitch. Oh, it's one of those. Alright. Ah. Thank you. Oh shit, I should have changed my gun. Fuck off. Okay, there's two. Alright, we're cool. How's my health? My health is good. I see some red things flashing over there. Let's see what we got. Volley gun ammo. Fuck off. Ooh, gear. When extremely low in health, deal 2 damage. I'll take the gear. I'm not gonna equip it. The health regen is probably the best fucking thing I've had so far. So we don't have anything for the carabine. Carabine's out of ammo. We don't got vending machines either. And I would like to take out these two fuckers up there. So I did kill quite a good deal of individuals here. Maybe I can find some loot that'll get me back afoot, but I'm not, like, Chris, I'm looking, I'm not finding any. That has me a bit perplexed. See, I've already gone around all this. Okay, salt's full. That's the bucking bronco. Let's see what we got in possession. Possession would get them to stop shooting at me for a while. Charge or shock jockey. Let's try shock jockey on these fuckers. Nice. Shock jockey did help. Ooh, ooh. Oh yeah. Yo. Do I have enough time? Ooh, it's gonna be close. This fucking son of a bitch. Oh my god, no. Are you serious? How in the fuck am I supposed to play if you're gonna fucking... Oh my god. Really don't know why this has started happening now. Oof. Talk about missing. Nice. Holy shit, that was nice. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna make a cut here. I'm gonna try to figure out what the fuck is going on with this goddamn mouse focus. Okay, well, I got a theory on what just happened. This headset uses SteamVR as its primary runtimes. Yeah, it's got a bunch of things like a server and its own kind of runtimes, but down the line it uses SteamVR to do the rendering. And SteamVR. SteamVR has two sides. Its awesome side, where it's really helped VR come a long way through the years, and also its shit side. That side that makes you wonder if the developers are paying attention to what they're doing sometimes. I'm just not sure. Sometimes they might ship off a couple of jobs to the interns because SteamVR has had issues anywhere from UI bugs all the way to needing to completely roll back an update because it was visibly broken. And I'm facing one of these weird issues where I don't think the notion of window always on top works really well at Valve. I don't think they know how to implement that because it doesn't work very well. Anyways, it turns out that my SteamVR window was above the game no matter what. So my theory is that eventually while moving my mouse within the game, it appeared above the SteamVR window and I clicked because I wanted to fire in the game, and that caused me to lose focus on the game, caused the pause menu to come up. So what I did is I minimized the goddamn SteamVR window, so we should be good now. This should not happen again. I'm really hoping because I got the setup correct here. I could not have the setup more right. This is the most reliable setup I've ever had. It shouldn't start having me losing mouse focus at this point. In the process, I changed up weapons, and I dropped my carabine, and I'm pretty sure I've been running around here looking for it. I'm pretty sure it went through the floor. Yeah, RIP carabine. So I got a volley gun. And this fucking thing over here. Can I change with 1 or 2? No, of course not. That's just gonna change my fucking vigors. Wish I could change with 1 or 2. Okay, so I can use E. That's decent. So now I'm going to Comstock's cabin for fuck's sake.
Come to wipe your slate clean, false shepherd. But time will walk backwards before you find redemption. Some sins can't be forgiven.
Do I have to... I think I had to jump off there. Oh, I'm not sure. We're gonna see where this takes us. Go for a little ride. It is looking really good over here. Yeah, I was supposed to jump off there. Whee! I wanted to go again. It looks really amazing here. Alright, so this is actually going to give me some time to talk about the other thing. Performance. So, this is called the PiMax 8K. It's two 4K displays. It's not really 8K. because 8K is actually the equivalent of 4K displays. It's a lot more than just this. This is about half an 8K display. So it's a 4.5K. I don't know what you could call it. A 6K? No, not even. It's a PiMax 8K. That's all I could tell you. It is not really 8K, but mind you, this is a twin 4K screen. You can go really far with this in terms of rendering, in terms of resolution. So, based on the tests I've done, how does it perform? Most of the time, it will perform surprisingly well. Now, in the case of my home computer, not so much. See, the good performance depends or relies on a feature called smart smoothing, which is something that is built into the PiMax runtime. Smart smoothing is the equivalent of asynchronous space warp or asynchronous time warp. And sadly, I am still on Windows 7 64 here, and I probably will be for a while. I have no interest on upgrading to Windows 10 anytime soon. I know that Windows 7 support has been extended, and there's even going to be a bit of DX12 stuff ported over to Windows 7 after all, so I'm not in a rush to upgrade anytime soon. I just don't like Windows 10. I use it at work. I've had a good deal of experience with it so far, and I'm not fond of it at all. So the downside here, and it's a good thing I don't own this headset because then I would probably have no choice but to upgrade to Windows 10, is that the asynchronous space warp and time warp depends on you running Windows 8 minimum. Obviously, I would never do the stupid gesture of installing Windows 8. I would go straight to 10 if I were to have to do that. But right now, this takes me back to the days of the DK2. Not only am I stuck doing non-positional tracking, so it's only head tracking without positional. This is DK1 days in terms of tracking, but I also ain't got no time warp in here. So whenever the game misses a frame, I get what we know as judder. And I'm getting plenty of it. I am getting some in the most basic thing you could ever be doing in VR, which is not SteamVR Home. You know when you start SteamVR but you have home disabled, so you have that wireframe room? I even get judder in the goddamn wireframe room. Now I have a GTX 1080. It's not the strongest GPU on the market right now, but it is extremely strong nonetheless. And yes, the wireframe room struggles slightly to keep up. I understand that I would get a much better result were I to get PiMax's smart smoothing. I've actually gotten to try this, and it is indispensable at running anything in this headset. If you do not have it, you will get judder, which to me is a testament to the fact that it may be too much for now for VR to require, well, to actually render on twin 4K displays. It's not yet time to go there. I think that the next iteration of the Vive and the next iteration of the Oculus will have just enough pixel density increase without taxing your system so hard that you need a synchronous space warp, that you absolutely, indispensably need time warp. You should not always rely on time warp. You need to be able to render the correct frame rate natively, and I don't think that we're there yet. And this headset's doing a good job at showing me the problem. So here we go. I'm opening the door. I just noticed the field of view did not zoom. So this field of view issue that I spoke of at the beginning of today's Let's Play, today's part of the Let's Play,
What's this? A siphon.
is really in full effect.
Wow.
Wow.
Above, and the machine came to life in response.
And then in my mother's grave, there was a smaller one. They were draining me. Maybe that's why I can't.
Can't what?
When I was little, I used to be able not just to open tears, but I could create new ones. To anywhere I wanted to go. But in the tower...
Yes, I'll be right with you.
Wow. Just the siphon looks so good. This When there's little intricate detail in models and things, this headset does a good job at bringing them out.
Stand back. I'm ending this.
Booker, no. This is between me and him.
You are walking into a trap.
I need to do this.
Holy shit!
Oh, come on, I don't bite.
Okay, I'm kind of happy I'm using this headset today now.
Tell me, what am I?
Look at you, child. You're a
Hey,
mess.
let go of her.
Elizabeth, everything I've done to keep you safe.
Safe from what?
The seed of the prophet shall sit the throne and drown in flame the mountains of man. But the Archangel revealed something else. Beware, prophet. Beware the false shepherd, Booker DeWitt, for he shall be as a wall between her and destiny.
Why?
DeWitt, I'm a fool. I've sent mighty armies to stop you. I've rained fire on you from above. I did all of that to keep you from her, when all I needed was to tell her the truth. Ask him, child. Ask him what happened to your finger. Ask DeWitt.
Let go of me.
Ask him. Ask the false shepherd. Tell her. Tell...
She's your daughter, you son of a bitch! And you abandoned her! Was it worth it? Huh? Did you get what you wanted?
Booker.
Tell me!
Booker.
Tell me!
It is finished.
Nothing is finished!
Booker.
You locked her up for her whole life!
Booker.
You cut off her finger, and you put it on me!
Booker, stop it! You killed him.
Oh yeah!
What did he mean? Huh? You tell me, what did he mean about my finger?
I don't know. I just assumed you were born with it. I don't know.
Your nose. It's bleeding.
What? Elizabeth, I swear to you, I have no idea what he was talking about.
You too. You just can't remember it.
No. I'll prove it to you. We'll destroy the siphon. The answer's behind one of your doors. You just have to open it.
Destroy the siphon? It's the entire tower, Booker. How are we gonna do that?
I don't know. But I'll think of something on the way.
Find the controls. The first thing I want to do here before I go find the controls is I know that there's two positional tracking settings. I'm gonna have to turn this one off. I don't have position. There we go. I was wondering what the fuck was going on. When I turned my head up and down, it would actually move the entire camera rig. And I know that Bioshock Infinite doesn't particularly have any position shift on camera rotation. There we go. So you want to talk about micro stutter? This area right here is full of it. Yeah, look at that. But I'm not seeing the field of view bug manifest itself. It's just good old micro stutter, and then we're back to normal performance. I saw a lot of it back there, and I was expecting the field of view to start tightening and loosening. It did not happen. So it really looks like that issue is gone for good. Now, while I climb this beautiful room, or do I need to climb this beautiful room, or do I come in here and do something? While I explore this wonderful area, I want to talk about the physical setup. Now, I took the headset from the office today in a haste. It was the end of the day. I was about to leave, and I asked my boss, basically, can I borrow it for the weekend? I just want to do a bunch of videos on it. And he's like, yeah, we're not going to be using it for any specific purpose over the weekend, so go ahead. So I grabbed it, and I went ahead and forgot to take the goddamn power adapter for it. Yes, I'm an idiot. I forgot to take the goddamn power adapter. This is because I'm used to the Oculus Rift, which doesn't have any fucking AC adapter. So forgot to take the one for this headset. So I get here, I plug it in, and I'm like, no! So I went to Best Buy, and I bought a universal power adapter an AC adapter to plug this thing in. It actually worked. Although I'm surprised it's even working because it is the rating on it, the amps are not sufficient. It's a 600 milliamp adapter, and I've been recommended to have a 2 amp, at least, so 2000 milliamp adapter in order to have enough. So fingers crossed, everything's been working so far. I do believe that the reason why my inability to configure positional tracking has been greater than ever today may have to do with that power adapter. However, I did say at the beginning that I had the problem with 2 other computers at work, so this is not just like, I'm not fucking crazy, I know what I'm doing, and that shit should be working, it's not. But I may be challenging myself further by having insufficient electricity fed to the device. I will admit that. So the setup, like I said earlier, is unorthodox. Not the best. It doesn't seem to be causing any damage or anything like that, and it is running to the best of its ability, so that's all good. Let's listen to some Bioshock Infinite audio while I continue checking out this room.
When a soul is born again, what happens to the one left behind in the baptismal water? Is he simply gone? Or does he exist in some other world, alive, with sin intact?
Alright, I'm picking up a lot of carabine ammo because the game knows that I really like the carabine. Hi, Dead Comstock. How are you? Oh, another room. Sniper rifle? Oh my god, yes. So I'm still low on that ammo. What do we have for... Okay, machine gun I already have. Shotgun. Sniper rifle, I'm better on ammo.
The prophet is dying. The metastasis has aged him so quickly. Why does this Comstock decay, while a Comstock in another world remains fit? If genetics are destiny, what accounts for the difference? Perhaps exposure to the contraption. It merits further study.
This is so cool.
Can you unlock this?
Piece of cake. Well, looks like these are our controls, and I think this is the final battle in this game. I knew it was getting close to the ending, and it's probably going to be happening today. I remember not enjoying this bit, so pardon me if... I'll let you know that I dread this part. You have to defend a core down there, and it's going to be difficult. I do believe I have... I'm going to equip the shock jockey. I will need it. Let's steer that Zeppelin.
Cage, what is that?
Now what?
What is she trying to tell us? Cage. Cage, I'm missing something.
They said they knew what was best for us. They said they knew what was coming next. Did you see this coming, old man?
Okay, we gotta get ready.
This coming,
They mean to board us.
You ain't gonna place your daughter on the throne. We're gonna place her in her grave.
What are you doing?
We have to sing to him!
Sing to who? Elizabeth, stop it!
C-A-G-E! It's not a word, Booker! It's a song! Shh, it's okay.
Holy shit, I haven't played this in so long, I completely forgot about this.
I need you to protect me. Will you do it? Will you do this for me? Just this one last thing. Please. Go.
Wow.
Go.
That
Booker,
interaction.
help us. We can use him against the Vox fleet.
How?
Booker, rockets.
Direct the Songbird to the Zeppelin.
Elizabeth!
Okay.
You can now command Songbird to attack enemy threats. Aim at any highlighted target and press F to start the attack. Larger targets, they... okay, longer cooldown. Gotcha.
Booker, tell Songbird where to go. Booker, over there! The box!
Attack that gun! We need this thing to make it to Monument Island!
Are they shooting at the core? Am I supposed to know that? Oh, shit! Nice.
Booker, gunships!
Get ready!
Songbird is ready, Booker.
Over there!
Nice. Oh, fuck. Do not miss with the fucking...
Can't get a shot!
He's ready, Booker.
Take out that gunship! Ah!
Where are they?
There's more of them!
Yeah, no shit.
Just an old
I
man.
don't have anything.
Tales and lies
Did not mean to do that. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I can read the future too. And here's what it is. They fired the first shots. Today, we'll fire the last.
Tell me where to send him.
Need him this way.
Oh, so I can do that. That's nice. I didn't realize that. I can actually send Songbird. Yes,
You
please.
need this.
I
That'll
do.
do.
Booker, call him in.
Bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea. Oh shit. I didn't think you'd be still alive, you fuck. Nice.
Get back here! Die, son of a bitch!
Fuck. Holy shit, yes. Fuck, I needed that badly. Oh, what the fuck is that? That's too big.
Zeppelin!
Yeah, no shit, Zeppelin. The fuck is this shit?
There, Zeppelin.
Yeah, no fucking shit. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is fucking for real.
More of them.
For fuck's sake. Nice. Where are you fuckers?
The gunship now.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
There.
Who's shooting?
Salts, catch. Here.
Thank you.
That'll do.
What do we say to that little lamb?
I don't like the looks of this.
Me neither.
Where should I send him?
I don't know yet. There? Maybe?
The Zeppelin.
I'll see what else I can find.
Ah! First fucking death. And it's not looking good. That core is low. I'm gonna fail.
Here, ammo.
Yes, please. Ah, I knew it. Fuck. Alright, we're gonna try this again. Holy shit.
Rockets over there.
Oh, and it looks like my head tracking died too. You can now... Okay, yeah, I know.
Coco, tell Songbird where to go.
So it looks like also that cut
We need this thing to make it. There, the gunship.
causes this fucking thing. Yeah, that is really, really lame. If you die, in this scene, because of that dialogue, you lose your fucking head tracking. That is fucking gay. And I know what to do to resolve this. It's just not gonna be simple. Oh my god. Fuck.
No.
Yeah, I remember that. And I'm on hard now. I forgot about that. It's nice. It's really fun to play without head tracking. I'm kidding. It fucking sucks. It fucking sucks to play this without head tracking. Fucking hell. Direct VR. Give me my head tracking back. I know it probably... Oh, what? It worked. No way. It worked. Oh, thank fuck. It's gonna be a lot more enjoyable.
We need this thing to make it to Monument Island.
This again. Come on. Come on, Songbird.
Booker, he's ready.
Right there.
Nice. Holy shit.
Mr. DeWitt?
Fuck's sake.
Songbird's ready, Booker.
Deerbird.
Patriot!
Again? I think I know what I'm doing wrong.
Rockets, watch out! Take them! Need this!
Yes, I do. Fuck. Yeah, I knew it.
I have salt!
Thank you. Fuck me. Really?
Keep here!
Great.
That is not what I wanted to do, but
The gunship now.
it's about fucking time. I am not... Again, I'm gonna die. This is really, really... I hate this mission. Come on, be the time I don't fuck it up. I love this. That power is really fucking cool.
Tell me where to send him!
That guy's really annoying. Hey, give me my fucking salts. I'm holding F like a... What the fuck?
I'm not ready! Booker, gunships!
Get ready.
So if I can compare this to the ending of Shadow Warrior 2013, which was frustrating but somewhat enjoyable, this is a load of fucking shit is what it is. This is really bad. I mean, when the fuck do I have to defend something? And not just that, it turns out that I've been retrying for so fucking long that the game even managed to crash, so I just had to restart the fucking game. And also, Steam joined the crash and make sure I couldn't start the game anymore, so I had to restart Steam as well. I mean, this is...
That'll do.
Thanks for the salts. I was just going to pick up some fucking salts. Fuck off. I'm gonna keep an eye on these things. There we go. Hey, hey. I have no idea what just... Oh my fucking crap.
Patriot, kill it!
Patriot? Oh my god, no. Oh, I didn't know you were there. Why did you give me salts? Nope, I'm gonna die again. This time I don't know what to do. I literally do not know what to do.
Tell him where to go.
Over there.
Over there, the box.
We need this thing to make it to Monument Island.
Haven't found anything. Booker, gunships.
Get ready.
Booker, catch.
damn gun that takes 3 years to reload. I need a weapon that doesn't suck garbage.
Our tears become gold, and your tears will become blood.
Zeppelin! Patriot, over there! They come.
Get the gunship!
Shit, I forgot the Zeppelin.
Found anything yet? Schultz, catch! Catch!
Much obliged.
Look for songbirds ready!
The Zeppelin! Bring it down!
What do we say to the founders? What do we say to their prophet?
Call him in!
What do we say to their little lamb?
I don't like the looks of this!
Well, this is working out a lot better. Let's rejuvenate our traps.
I'm looking!
Oh shit. Fucking wasted my salts there. Alright, here we go.
Patriot! Watch out! Salts!
Thank you.
Perfect timing.
So I read about this online. Apparently RTS is really, really powerful. What the holy shit, I think one of those just exploded. Holy shit, one of the Zeppelins is going... Wow, I've never seen this up close. What? I thought my shield had just come back. Okay, but this time I'm staying in the game. Because I think I'm doing this right. Or at least, I'm doing this as fucking cheap as possible. But... Fuck. Right. Ah. Yes, thank you. Ooh, fuck. Bye. I need help. Thank you. Holy shit. Another one? Okay, okay, there's one Zeppelin left. Any more salts? Thank you. Die already, die. Thank you. I need your gun. Any salts left here? No. What about here? No. Here we go. Is it over? It's fucking over. Oh wow. Whoever wrote that strategy, I forget who wrote that strategy of using return to sender around the core But thank you very much. And they said it made the part easy. But honestly, at this point, I wish I had fucking known that power was almost exclusively designed for this part. I mean, look at this. Look how ridiculous this is. This is similar to the last segment in Shadow Warrior, where you use the / attack, or the Divider of Heavens, a whole lot in order to regenerate your health and kill the teleporters. You basically gotta spam that attack all over the place to regain your health. And this, it's a different cheap strategy, but it was a really cheap strategy. This is a lot cheaper than what I did in Shadow Warrior. This was a lot cheaper. I mean, I put up this, like, look, this is fucking ridiculous. But I think it's over. I honestly think it may actually be over. I'm not sure where I have to go right now. I'm just gonna enjoy the view. Oh, that's her tower. Holy shit. Oh. Shit, I never saw this view. Not even in my first playthrough did I ever see this view. Was I supposed to use this during the battle? I kind of feel stupid right now, but I also feel kind of wise to have stopped the game for a moment and consulted a strategy, because I had no idea what to do here. I didn't even watch a video. I just read someone mentioning about RTS being super, super powerful for this segment. And you know, I was like, well, tough shit, right? I'm gonna actually go ahead and try that because I am stuck. Go figure. Wish I had known that a few years ago as well. Okay, so we're gonna go all the way up here. I don't even know where I'm supposed to go, actually. I'm supposed to land on this deck? Nope. Okay, I know that there's a key I can press to do stuff in this game. Oh. Oh, she's there. I couldn't see her because she was really far. Wow. This was a highly disagreeable final combat for a game this good. That doesn't necessarily have the best combat ever, just that this is particularly bleh. They should have, I don't know, man, made us fight Songbird. Wouldn't that have been cool? Or fight a giant robot, like Shadow Warrior style. I don't know, this battle...
Look, you can use the Songbird to bring the whole damn thing down. Destroy the siphon.
And that's what you want.
It's the only way we'll find the truth. About my finger, Comstock, everything.
Hang on. There's my finger. This area is my finger. Do I press F? Oh, okay.
Tear it down. Tear it all down.
Tear it down. Tear it all down. I am so happy that the FOV issue is gone. It is really a nice, welcome thing. This is really cool.
The Whistler! Elizabeth! The bird, Elizabeth! I've lost control! He's coming!
No, he isn't.
Where is he? Where is he?
Oh, no. The poor bird.
It's okay. It's all right. I'm here. Just let go. Let go.
Elizabeth. your bird.
Elizabeth, I'm sorry.
I had not noticed that, by the way. I'd never seen anything about Bioshock 1 when I played this game. I played it without any expectations at all.
What is this place?
I didn't know this was Rapture.
It's a doorway. One of many. This way.
What do you mean it's a doorway? Where are you going?
Oh, come on. Yes, it's this way.
What Comstock said about your finger.
I can't climb
Is
either
there an answer here?
staircase.
Do you...
Down here.
Oh, man. Holy shit.
Over here, Booker. This is where we have to go.
Why? What is going on? Elizabeth, what do you mean this is a doorway?
I'll have to show you.
This is so cool. Show me.
Probably gonna regret this.
And this is... everything that follows here is what makes that final battle not so bad after all. Because once you beat it, holy shit.
City at the bottom of the ocean. Ridiculous.
I love how he says ridiculous. But honestly, this is one of the best video game endings I've ever seen. And I've played a lot of games since 2012. So last I finished this game was in 2012. To give you an idea of how long it's been 7 years I haven't seen any of this. And it is... oh...
Look at that. Thousands of doors.
See, right now,
Opening all at once.
I wish I had the Oculus or the
My God,
Vive,
they're beautiful.
The stars?
but not really. The detail is amazing right now. The resolution is nuts, but the judder is real. The judder's been real since this whole ending cutscene began.
Come on, it's this way.
It seems to be a lot more demanding than the rest of the game. Yeah, I'm getting, actually no, this is a lot better now. I was gonna say I'm getting more judder, but no, this is finally calmed down. God. Fucking damn, I know what's coming too. Okay, this has to be possibly the most catastrophic Let's Play recording I've ever done. Not only did I struggle with that last combat section in the game, that final battle, whatever you want to call that, but also the game crashed in the middle of that. And I finally make it to the end. I'm enjoying the thing. And suddenly my camcorder runs out of space because this whole thing took so fucking long that I ate the entire fucking camcorder. Now I know that I have a few things, maybe half an hour's worth I can delete on it, so I take the headset off and I look through the cam just to delete old files that I can remove, free up about half an hour. And the next thing I know, PiStool, I'm gonna call it PiStool from here on. It's called PiTool. It's the program you launch in order to get this headset working before you launch SteamVR. PiStool goes ahead and crashes on me, and I see the fucking headset go blank while I'm trying to clear the fucking camcorder. I'm like, bitch, I'm at the end of the game. Can I fucking just get one thing working for 15 minutes? Fucking camera, fucking run times, fucking game. So, if you'll excuse me, game, run times, and camcorder, you fuckers, I will see this end through. Because it is fucking awesome. And I haven't seen it in 7 years.
Are you going to open it?
It's no good. Damn it. I thought once we were here, I could fully control it. I thought...
What is that?
It's a key.
Where did it come from?
It's always been there. I just couldn't see it.
I gotta say that VR will augment this ending. So with the little memory I have of this ending, which I last saw in 2012, in stereoscopic 3D, on a screen with 3D glasses, I can say that this is a huge step up. I was using an AMD Radeon 6970 to play this game. So, because I was asking to run it in 3D, it was not doing very well. I was taxing the shit out of it. Where nowadays, with my GTX 1080, I have so much more detail in the game, and even though I'm demanding so much of the game with this headset, a lot more than I used to with the 3D, the headset demands a lot more. And right now, an 8K headset? For fuck's sake, this is like fucking torturing the game, and despite that, everything looks like 50 times better than I remember it. I don't know if it's because it's been so long, or just because it is that much better, but
Doors.
oh,
Doors
fuck.
To everywhere. All that's left is the choosing.
We have to go this way? Alright. Oh, this, I remember this. This is fucking awesome.
What are all these lighthouses?
Wow.
Why are we... Who are...
There are a million
The water
worlds,
looks perfect.
all
Everything, the
different, all
shininess.
similar. Constants and variables.
What?
There's always a lighthouse. There's always a man. There's always a city.
There's always a broken man.
I can see them through the doors. You, me, Columbia, Songbird. And sometimes, something's different. Yet the same.
Constants and variables.
Yes.
Bioshock. It needs a broken man. When the man is so broken that he needs to be sent to the lighthouses to explore constants and variables in order to recover. Although I'm fairly certain Columbia is not real. It's a fabrication of Booker DeWitt's fucked up mind.
Look,
It's us.
not exactly. We swim in different oceans
This is
but land on the
fucking
same
awesome.
shore. It always starts with a lighthouse.
I don't understand.
We don't need to. It'll happen all the same.
Why?
Because it does. Because it has. Because it will.
There's so many choices.
They all lead us to the same place. Where it started.
No one tells me where to go.
Booker. We've already been.
So they're having the exact same fucking conversation. This is so cool. Oh yeah? Racia. Oh. Can I go down these stairs and into the water? I can't go into the water, can I? Alright, well my bridge is built. Just want to take one more look at this view. This is so cool.
Wait a minute. I know this place. I was here.
I almost
20 years
feel
ago,
that water.
right after Wounded Knee. I was looking for...
Come on now, time's a-wasted.
Why were you here?
Are you ready to have your past erased? Are you ready to have your sins cleansed? Are you ready to be born again? Take my hand.
No, I don't want to.
You already did, didn't you?
It's stuck.
Are you ready
Yeah, it
to
is.
be born
Okay, there we go.
again?
I am.
Do you hate your sins?
I do.
Do you hate your wickedness?
Yes.
Do you want to clean the slate, leave behind all you were before, and be born again in the blood of the
Yes.
Lamb? Jesus, wash this man clean. Father, make him
Stop
born
it.
again. Lord,
Stop it.
what
No.
are you doing to it? Get off me! Get off! Son!
You didn't go through with it.
Think a dunk in the river's gonna change the things I've done? Let's get out of here. Hey, these doors of yours, they're all tears, right? Well, open one up. Open one up to Paris. I want to be shut of all this.
Not until we find Comstock.
Comstock's dead!
No. He was here. This way.
Oh, here comes this fucking cool, creepy song. I hear there's sparks in the water below me. So what I did there is when I pressed the prompt, the priest didn't move, didn't want to do anything. So if you ever find that there's a cutscene that's supposed to play and doesn't start, just toggle memory scan apply under direct VR settings. They used to be called something else, but now it's called memory scan apply. So you turn that off and back on, like just momentarily, and it will go through with what it's supposed to do. This looks amazing. I'm just gonna take a look at the view here. A little house. This is basically the scene that was the inspiration for the intro animation I created. Initially for Bioshock Infinite, I used for a few other things. Here
What
we
of
go.
my debts?
Bring us the girl, and wipe away the debt.
This is the man who hired me to find you.
Really?
Yes, the girl for the debt.
I remember this.
Wait, no, this is wrong. What is this? There was no baby.
Yeah, there was.
No, there was no baby, and if there was, I sure as hell wouldn't give it over to this guy.
Booker, you don't leave this room until you do.
DeWitt, time is running short. Bring us the girl, and wipe away the debt.
Holy shit.
Go ahead.
Guys might have want to work
You
on
can
the
wait as
arms
long as
going
you
through
want.
the bed.
Eventually, you'll give him what he wants.
How do you know all this?
I can see all the doors, and what's behind all the doors. And behind one of them, I see him.
Comstock. What choice do I have?
The debt's paid. Mr. Comstock washes you of all your sins.
Bring us the girl and wipe away the debt.
There was no baby. The deal was I go to Columbia to get you.
Booker, you're bleeding.
Oh,
Oh, goosebumps, holy fuck.
but I remember that.
Now we've upset him.
I don't expect this next bit will do much for his mood.
Come on.
What are we doing here? Comstock's dead. We can just go on with our lives. You don't need
Dead? You mean like Chen Lin? Like Lady Comstock? No. He is alive in a million worlds. It's not over because the Prophet is dead. It will only be over when he never even lived in the first place.
Hey! Hey, the deal's off, you hear me?
Unstable.
The deal is off! Give her back! Give her back!
Fine, are you mad?
Give her back, you son of a bitch!
It's ready! Go!
No! No,
Shut
no, no!
down the machine!
No!
Shut it
Anna!
down! Shut down the
Anna!
machine! Now do it!
Give me back my daughter! No!
Holy shit, that looked really fucking good. Holy fuck, the blood.
Anna! No. No.
I had forgotten that.
I'm sorry.
I'm
so sorry.
I thought that scene was in the DLC for fuck's sake.
She's gone, Booker. Anna's gone. You shared this room with your regret for almost 20 years. Until one day, a man came to you and offered you a chance at redemption. A chance for us to be together.
I told you it would work.
We already know it works. The question is, will he?
Anna.
Do you suppose he branded himself as some sort of penance?
Should have.
Don't see the point. What's done is done. What's done will be done. I suppose the brand is his hair shirt, as he is ours.
Wipe away the dead. Here's the girl. Wipe away the dead.
See? He's starting to put his story together.
Wipe away
You're quite fond of this theory of yours.
He's manufacturing new memories from his old ones.
Huh? The brain adapts.
I should know. I lived it.
Booker, wake up. Booker, wake up. This is where it started.
I sold you. I sold you.
To your credit, you did try to weasel out of the deal.
This is all Comstock's fault. What if I went back? Killed him before he did any of this?
Things get set in motion.
How would one know how far back to go?
That's the only way to do it. Go back to when he was born, and I'll smother this son of a bitch in his crib.
All right then. And what he doesn't know will kill him.
Booker, are you sure this is what you want?
I have to. It's the only way to undo what I've done to you.
Booker DeWitt, are you ready to be born again?
Why are we back here?
This isn't the same place, Booker.
Of course it is. I remember.
Are you ready to leave behind all
You're
that
not-
has gone before?
I want to say something.
Who are you?
You chose to walk away.
This
but
is
other
better.
oceans
Well, not really, but
didn't. You took the baptism.
at least their faces
You were
isn't
born
dark.
again as a different man. It all has to end. To have never started. Not just in this world, but in all of ours.
Smother him in the crib.
Smother, 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 smother. Before the choice is made. Before you are reborn.
How many of them are there?
He's Zachary Comstock.
8
He's
Elizabeths.
Booker DeWitt.
I'm both.
Oh. The bubbles are coming off my mouth. This is fucking amazing. I didn't expect this to look this damn good in VR. That actually felt like getting fucking drowned by force. Oh. And they all disappear because the cause is gone. Wow. Folks, you've been watching Stereo 3D Productions, finishing yet another Let's Play series, this time Bioshock Infinite, and this time finishing it in style with a new headset, which has, by the way, not gone without a million fucking problems during this playthrough. The judder, the performance, the recording, then the game crashing, then PyTool crashing, and fuck. Things would have probably gone a little bit better had I used the one of the usual headsets. I just want to give a few words about the PiMax itself. Look, I enjoy using it, even though I should be using Windows 10 to get the time warp and everything. I got some pretty solid VR legs. I can take a bit of judder, and while I enjoy using the headset and I really appreciate the pixel density, with the issues I've had on the Windows 10 boxes and the Windows 7 boxes I've tried to configure this with so far, I am glad I didn't spend $800 on this thing. tell you honestly. I'm really glad that it's just a loaner. In fact, probably not gonna crave using it that much more because of the amount of trouble it gives you. And right now, you know, I want to do some stuff for the weekend, like try room scale and everything. I don't even know if I'll get it to work long enough to enjoy something like Fallout 4. So I'm glad I didn't buy one. I'm gonna tell you the PiMax headsets. We have two at work. I have this one and the 5K Max, or Plus, whatever it's called. I'm not that hot on them, and it's not that the pixel density, what they promise, is really there. The problem is it comes with a fucking pile of technical issues that simply shouldn't exist anymore in commercial VR. This shit should just not be. It should be plug and play, and it is most definitely not for quite a few parts. Also, I think these displays are just too many pixels to render for. You can scale it down to half of this. In fact, here's an interesting thing. I don't see any difference between the PiMax 5K Plus and the 8K. No difference. Literally no difference. Probably just things just run a lot better in the 5K Plus. So to give you an idea, this is actually too many pixels to render for now. We don't have the GPUs that are in a present time capable of smoothly, consistently rendering for such amount of pixels. So such displays, it's nice to see they exist, it's nice to see they work, but I think they are meant for a future time. For now, what's important with VR is getting reliability, ease of use, and a little more pixel density is much welcome. I think the first generation headsets are falling behind now. This is very true. But I think the second generation is going to have enough pixels. Not that hot on the PiMax. I appreciate using it for the weekend. Look, I really wanted to borrow it, even though I knew the problems it came with. So there's that, but I'm glad I didn't spend $800 on this thing or $500 on the other one. I am not interested in the 5K Plus either. So that's it, folks. PiMax tryout, Bioshock Infinite, final part in the series. It went like shit. It's going to be a pain to edit, but I'm glad I did it. There's going to be a part in the middle where you will just see me die. I must have died 20 times, at least. And no joking. So I'm going to make a death compilation so that the video is not 73 hours long. But all in all, it's nice to finish this game, and it's one that I really wanted to play through and through in VR. I'm glad I did. And it may not be the last of it you'll see on this channel. I don't know if the DLC is compatible with VorpX. I'll take a look at that. But I may want to replay some scenes of the ending with the other headsets so that I get my time warp and I get to enjoy it maybe a little more. But for now, that's it. Folks, been watching Stereo 3D Productions, virtual reality let's play of Bioshock Infinite using VorpX, and I shall see you next time.